This my baby. She 2 months old, 2.5, and she don't talk shit about no one. She's ready to fight. Yeah. She's like, what you looking at? What are you looking at? She doesn't blink. She don't blink, this baby. Do you? No. Because she stares into your soul. So don't mess with us. Because she comes hungry. And everyone on the street knows not to mess with Winnie. Because with these chunky thighs, she'll sit on you. And that'll be it. Game over. Look at her. Always got her fist ready. Someone chatting shit. Ain't that right? And that's it, period.
It's the one and only Digo Double G. Snoop Dogg.
What's up, folks? How you doing today? Today we are going back to the channel for Bizzare Bub. We checked out at least a couple videos by Bizzare Bub, and they were pretty good. This one's called Scary Comp V103. Now, I saw the first 10-15 seconds, and I was like, first I want to make sure we haven't checked this one out. So it looks like it was brand new, and it looked pretty good from the first 10-15 seconds. I was like, okay, I'm going to save this to my watch later. We're going to check it out today. So here we are. I'll leave the link for the Bizzare Bub down below so you can check out their channel and show them some love. And let's get right into this. And here we go.
Best to remain calm after witnessing something that left her immensely terrified.
I'm recording this just in the off chance that no one believes me. Maybe I can catch it. And by the way, I have a freaking cemetery in my front yard, which probably doesn't help my cause. But I was just inside. I'm by myself with my dog.
How would you feel if you had a cemetery in your front yard? Now, I'm curious why there's a cemetery in the front yard. I'm wondering if it's part of like an old battleground. Like sometimes they'll have like memorials. If it was like Gettysburg in Pennsylvania has like some memorials. Is it Pennsylvania? I can't remember. I was a kid when we went to Gettysburg as a kid, as with my parents when we went on like a little trip. We went to Gettysburg and Mount Vernon. I was a kid. I was like 6 or 7 years old. So I didn't know where we were going. It could be, was it in Pennsylvania? Let me know in the comments. I don't know. I just know that we walked all over Gettysburg. This had to be in Washington then. Because was that the next year we went to Washington, D.C.? At least my parents tried to take me to like educational places when we go on trips. That was fun.
Just in that room upstairs.
Your dog is going buck wild, yo.
Josie?
And the pussycats? What?
Josie.
Josie the dog. Yo, this is a nice little house, though. It's a shame if it is kind of haunted because it is a cute little house. Look, the little stairs even have like covered with carpet, for God's sake. Oh, must be the dog.
And she's just been staring at that, and then she started barking, and she growled. And when she growled, I kind of like booked it. Staring at that, and then she started barking. And she growled. And when she growled, I kind of like booked it. I just don't really know what she's staring at. Because again, like, this is usually how she looks when
Beautiful dog.
she's waiting for me to come in, and I'm just like, what? What is it?
For some some reason, Britt's dog has been staring at this closet space for quite some time, despite there being no one or nothing inside. The space is clear, but strangely, her dog is locked in on something. Although initially spooked, it wasn't until her dog started growling and barking at the space that she immediately fled, at which point she began to record this video. Now there's something in the beginning that Britt captures, which is worth pointing out, and that's the graveyard in front of her house.
Side note real quick. I like those barn door closet doors. I like that. It's like a barn door type style door. I don't know. It doesn't pertain to the scary part, but I do like that style. I bet you it's a bitch to open and close maybe.
Oh, what you said? Queen.
Every so often, Josie would come out to the spot and just stare at it in the same way that she would when looking at the closet space.
Josie. Josie, what's going on?
For this reason, Britt believes that the cemetery might have something to do with Josie's strange behavior. It's as though she's seeing something that we can't. But things get even creepier when Britt mentions a certain detail about this graveyard.
So a lot of you guys have also been asking questions about the graveyard.
Yeah.
Yes, we do indeed have a graveyard on this property. So this was my grandparents' ranch, and it was their wish to be buried right here, just where they were. And before they passed away, they buried all of their cats right here where you see the little crosses. And so that's really all that there's to it, but things...
All the cats were already passed, right? They didn't just bury cats alive. It's a little bit dark here. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It was the grandparents' property. I was like, is this all their children that died? Like, that's kind of great. It's all their pets, all their little kitties that died. Okay. You know, they might be sticking around just kind of like, just watching you, you know? Kind of overlooking the property. I can see that. And little Josie and the Pussycats is just seeing them, I guess.
Like, quite strange lately. Like, for some reason, cows just, like, come to this area sometimes and, like, surround it. Because we, during the day, we leave that gate open.
As she mentions, cows would also come to this exact spot and do the same thing that her dog would do. Keep in mind that the only farm animals that she has on this ranch are horses. These cows aren't hers, but they always come from a neighboring ranch and surround her graveyard.
See, this is what I'm talking about. They literally just come hang out here all the time now. It's a newer development.
It's the rest stop for cows.
Why?
Wow.
They just kind of come and really graze around this area, and they just kind of will freeze and so yeah.
It's not like there's grass around here. That is interesting. It's not like they're going over here because they're grazing or ain't no grass around here from that. They're just standing there chilling by this thing. That's interesting. That's one thing when you see the family dog, because it lives in the vicinity and it might, you know, but neighboring cows, that's wild.
If Josie's behavior hasn't fully convinced Britt that something is up with her graveyard, then the cows definitely have. Now, the cow situation is a relatively new occurrence. It was only a month ago in April that they started to appear. This is why she's been trying to record them as much as she can, just in case they stop showing up and no one believes her. But one night, while getting a food delivery, Britt records something that makes her even more certain that there's something off about the graveyard. It's late at night when this is captured.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sorry about that.
The kitchen is outside, no here.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It's okay. No problem.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's good. It's a call.
They're actually not mine. It wasn't showing up.
What is it?
the Grubhub guy says, what's going on?
Thank you. See, this is what I'm talking about. Every freaking night, like even at night, they even come and hang out here, and they just like stand and like. Are you for real right now?
The alarm goes off? Oh! That gave me goosebumps.
Eerily, her shirt is pulled by something that can't be seen. It was right after she walked in to disable the home security alarm, which had gone off for unknown reasons, that this happened. Upon feeling a sudden yank, she immediately drops her food and runs out in a panic frenzy.
Yeah, no shit,
According to
I would
her, it was as if someone had tugged at her sleeve with all their might. Shaken up by this, she decides to sleep in the RV outside and wait until her family came back from their trip.
Yeah, no
It
shit,
goes
I would
without
too.
saying, but she was totally freaked out, and it didn't help that she was all alone when this happened. This incident, along with the strange behavior from the animals, has led her to believe that the graveyard is either cursed or haunted. Whether paranormal or not, these occurrences are still pretty creepy. But despite there being no further videos on the situation, these current ones continue to spook viewers and make them wonder just what exactly is going on with Britt's home. Like all videos, this one remains a mystery.
I would say Nana and Pop Pop needs to calm down. Get my attention, but Nana and Pop Pop, but no. First of all, you're making too much racket with the alarm system, and then you're going to tug on my shirt. I know you want to say, hey, I'm here, but you know, you can do it a little bit.
Calm down.
Bitch, that's getting shit on me.
Now this next video takes place at a museum where something pretty creepy was captured. Now just for context, the person recording this was visiting this museum after his father came here a few days ago. His dad told him that there was something off about this place. He doesn't know why, but the exhibition that's dedicated to a woman known as Maria Sabina creeps him out. Whether it's because her wax statue looks a little too real or her history with witchcraft, this whole exhibition scares him. But after watching this video that his son took, there's no way that he's coming back to this place now. The following is what his son captured.
The wax statue has a cigarette. I can see like the Frank Sinatra wax statue having, but then there's a lady with the cigarettes in her mouth. And pictures of her. I guess she was a prominent smoker. My God.
Oh, it's fine. It's lucky strike. It's good for you.
At the exhibition of Maria Sabina. Have a look.
Maria Sabina. That sounds like a. If she starts smoking, then that's creepy. Something starts happening.
Somehow, the wax figure of Maria Sabina comes alive. She seemingly tilts her head in a quick and sudden motion, almost as if scrutinizing the person recording her. Evidently, it scares the living daylights out of the cameraman, but it doesn't stop him from recording. He continues to film, just in case she moves again. But she doesn't. The figure is now acting as it should. Now this whole occurrence has freaked out many viewers, including the father who came here before. However, unlike many, he started to think that maybe this was just part of the figure's design. Maybe it was meant to move as it was built that way. But according to the museum's owner, this should not have happened.
¿Qué onda, amigo? No manejo nada de mecatrónica. Es una figura totalmente en cera. Mira, es una pieza total rígida, no se puede manipular. Te digo, no tiene nada. Te digo, mira, te muestro. No hay cables, no hay nada. No es un robot. Es una figura totalmente en cera.
If the figure isn't an animatronic or anything of that sort, then just how exactly did it move? This question continues to remain unanswered, and it seems likely that it'll stay that way for a while until more evidence is presented. Until then, you can assess what exactly transpired here.
Said this before and I'll say it again. I would literally shit and fall back into it if I saw that. That's free. I won't even get that close to begin with. This is so goddamn lifelike. It's crazy.
Now, the following video comes from an account that posts videos of firefighters putting out fires. All the videos on this page appear to be meant for educational purposes, from showing procedures that a firefighter must follow during critical situations, to demonstrating how a fire truck navigates through traffic. An aspiring firefighter can find these videos pretty useful. However, one video in particular might seem a bit strange to the person who's watching this for educational purposes. Unlike most videos, this one is pretty creepy. On March 10th of 2025, a man is recording a vacant property that's burning down in the middle of the woods. As he films, something is captured that's left many viewers unsettled. Now, the man recording owns this property, and he had no idea that during this footage, something pretty creepy happened. I'll play the rest of the footage and let you see for yourself. This is what he caught.
You should see it right now. It's amazing. Look through the window. Woo. It's getting out of hand right now.
Yeah.
Woo. It's getting out of hand right now.
It isn't obvious at first, but if you look closely, a black figure can be seen moving inside the burning structure. Considering that the property had been vacant for many years, there shouldn't have been anyone or anything inside. But strangely, something is. Even stranger is that the figure quickly ducks out of sight the moment the owner looks down the hall, almost as if it was trying to hide. The owner would have probably seen it had he not been mesmerized by the blazing flames that were close to him.
It's amazing. Look through the window.
For this reason, he misses the figure and, apparently, something else. It was only after viewers started looking closely at the rest of the footage that more things were noticed. As it seems, the figure wasn't the only unsettling thing about this clip. Out of nowhere, a child's voice is caught on camera, even though there were no kids around. It's a distinct voice that clearly sounds like a child laughing. Although not sure where the voice came from, many believe that the house might have some connection to it. If that's so, then what was captured next has most likely convinced many that the house is haunted. While recording a different side of the burning structure, this was caught.
All day.
Like before, a dark figure is briefly seen before disappearing out of nowhere. It's the fact that it comes out from the same house where the last figure was seen that makes this video even creepier, and it doesn't help that a child's voice was caught earlier. Could it be, as viewers believe, that all these occurrences are due to the fact that the house is haunted? Some believe that the burning house has forced whatever had been inside to leave the property at once, which to them explains why the shadowy figure was seen running out of the house and the kid's voice was heard outside, as if they had nowhere else to go now. Although an interesting thought, it isn't certain if that's the case. Like all videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions, but let me know what you think.
I was kind of thinking that. Only reason why that thought popped in my mind, remember the movie 13 Ghosts? When they destroyed the house, basically, all the spirits were able to finally leave and not be tied down to the location. Even in American Horror Story Murder House, season 1, they were tied to the property. So I was thinking, since, fire has been known to on all kinds of different kinds of cultures. Fire is supposed to be cleansing and purging and stuff like that. So I'm thinking, since you're burning down the vessel, you're opening up these spirits to finally leave is resonance. That's what I was thinking. And it's funny that you kind of touched on that too. Let me hear your thoughts about that. Because there's a few, that's a dark shadow. That's not, it's just the kid's laughter. And then you see someone almost looks like a freaking skinwalker leaving. But yeah, that's interesting. This is a good video. This is a very good video of Bizzare Bub. This is actually a good video. The last video we checked out, it was no kind of footage. It was most narration, and they used a lot of stock images. And by the views, I could tell no one was amused by it too. I wasn't even really amused by it. So this one though, good stuff so far. Number 3.
Now this next video takes place at a hotel in Spain where a group of friends had taken an elevator that for some reason wouldn't take them to their floor.
Let's go do it again. So it's been doing this for a minute. And there's nothing out there. You need to hit that gym. You wanna figure it out?
Yeah.
Alright, no, that did something,
No.
I don't know. What is going on?
Are we too heavy? Is there someone there?
Why is it so damn dark?
Although pretty creepy, it could be that the elevator was simply malfunctioning and therefore unable to move. However, this occurrence wouldn't be so creepy if it weren't for the fact that other hotel guests have reported the same problem when taking this elevator. It's a common occurrence according to hotel staff, and they're not sure why this happens. The 16th floor is still under construction, meaning that no guests are staying there at the moment, so it doesn't make sense as to why it does this. But fast forward to only a day or two later, and this happens.
Yo, so this elevator is acting mad weird. We started a few floors up, and
the lights go out. No, you better fix this shit. Hotel.
The elevator suddenly stops working. As it turns out, there had been a power outage affecting most parts of Spain and Portugal, and it just so happens that the group of friends were taking this elevator when it happened.
the backup, yeah, there you go. The backup generator's been coming on and off. We've been having the time of our lives. And yeah, we're like cooking a life.
Now thankfully, while being stuck inside, the backup generator kicks in, but it's not working as it should, as the lights continue to go on and off randomly. But as all three friends have fun with the flashing lights, this happens.
There you go. I got you.
Oh. Oh, he's cooking something.
What are you doing?
Yep. Yep.
I gotta pee.
Oh, you gotta pee.
It's making my bladder. I gotta pee.
You gotta pee.
I feel like a rapper. Go. I gotta pee.
Oh, yeah.
I'm holding my bladder.
Yep.
I gotta pee. I don't know what else is going on. I gotta pee. It's making me mad. I'm like so. I gotta pee. I'm like Bowser.
Guys, this is probably the worst thing.
In the corner of the elevator, a dark silhouette is seen right behind one of the friends. It's small, but clear enough to see that something out of place is there. Neither friend had realized what this was, but after watching this footage, they can't help but think that something otherworldly had been inside the elevator. Now thankfully, after some time, the group was able to escape, but not in the way that they imagined.
We're moving.
Where we go?
Wait. Stop.
No.
That's the same one as before.
No.
All right.
They were brought up to the 16th floor after being stuck inside for about an hour and a half. Just like before, no one had called it. Although definitely strange, they would much rather be on this floor than inside the broken elevator for obvious reasons.
Yeah, no shit.
But the question still remains, just who called it up? And most importantly, just what exactly had been inside the elevator? To this day, the friends have no clue, but they're just glad that things didn't take a turn for the worse while being trapped inside. Ghost or not, this video is pretty strange.
How would you feel to get stuck in that kind of bullshit? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'd like to know, did he say how long they were in there for? I didn't hear that. Let me know in the comments if you knew how, if he said that or anything, like if they were in there for an X amount of time. I didn't hear it, but maybe I overheard it. I didn't hear it.
It's late at night when a mother quickly grabs her phone to record this video. She lays in bed across from her daughter, who just told her a few hours ago that she was scared of sleeping in her room. According to the mother who sent me this, she was terribly shaken up by the events of that night. Something in her home had felt completely off, and she needed to record this. While taking this video, she captures this.
So, my daughter's sleeping with me in my bed tonight. She kept saying that she was really scared of something in her room. I'm a little bit shaky. I don't know if you guys can tell, but
What kind of toy do you have that sounds like that? Demonic sounding toy. What kind of horrifying toy is that?
oh my god.
What is that? Shut that shit off. Why do you have a miscellaneous arm out here? Shut that ugly, stupid ass toy up.
So this is the same toy that used to go off in the past. And it's always terrified me since. So I would ask it questions and it would answer with noises. With noises.
Now I will admit that watching this video the first time, I completely missed what happened. It wasn't until brightening up this footage that it became much clearer. A finger on this toy arm suddenly lifts on its own.
Okay, first of all, how did you not see this? One of these things is not like the other. Remember that was it Sesame Street? One of these things is not like the other. You have kids' toys, right? Then you have this miscellaneous arm, zombie arm, I guess. What would you buy that for? Is this a toy? Why would you buy that for your child? And you had to brighten the Bizzare Bub. That is the main thing I looked at between all these toys. It's the most, what the WTF thing is this right by kids' toys? And then this could be automatic. This could be animatronic, whatever it is. This one, I don't know about it because this thing could have look mechanics in these goddamn fingers. What are you kidding me with this? I had to look. I could debunk this one. This one's very easy to debunk. I'm sorry.
It almost seems to be pointing at the mother, as if to say, I see you. Although definitely strange, this occurrence is made creepier by the toy truck. For whatever reason, it was going off before this happened. As the mother writes, the reason this toy truck scares her isn't just because it's going off right now, but because it seems to be intelligent when it shouldn't be. Shannon, the mother in question, would sometimes ask the toy to light up or make a sound, and shortly thereafter, it would. This has led her to believe the toy's either cursed or haunted. The same is said about the toy arm. But as always, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Did Shannon capture evidence of a paranormal occurrence? Or might there be something to explain what happened? Let me know your thoughts on this one. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
Number 1.
On May 8th of 2025, a small family from California had shared a video in which something very strange happens. Apparently, whatever took place in this house wasn't just witnessed by the man, but also by the dog resting on the couch. It's this small detail that further makes this video baffling. Now, it's important to note that other dogs live in this house. The family who lives here are genuinely passionate about caring for their pets, which is why they treat each of their dogs as though they were their own children. From having a giant portrait of Frida, Pepper, and Valentino, to having a fully furnished dog room dedicated to them, it's clear that this family embraces all its members and ensures that no one is ever left out, even if one of them is no longer here. Only a month ago, Maxie, their first and oldest Chihuahua, had passed away from old age. Not a single day passes without thinking of little Maxie. He was deeply cared for, which makes it even harder for the family to accept that he's now gone. But despite this unfortunate story, the family is now focused on something else that happened recently. It was on a Thursday afternoon when this was captured.
They have the TV on for the dog. You see the dog is watching this. What are they watching? Some animated show for kids. They're for the dogs. I've seen that with parents. Like some cats and some dogs, they have like a lot of these kid shows, these animated kid shows, they'll really pay attention to it. That's funny that he'll have it on just like if it was a kid. That's really adorable. That is adorable. And screw you guys for trying to get me into my feels about a passing animal. That breaks my heart every time. You're just trying to get into my feels, aren't you? He had to get up and like, what am I hearing?
Out of nowhere, the sound of a barking dog is heard from inside the house. The man turns around to see if it was the dog behind him, but it wasn't. Something about these barks sounded familiar, and it wasn't until re-listening to the audio that the man knew he wasn't just hearing things, but rather a barking dog that sounded just like Maxie. No other dog is seen around except the one on the couch, and the other dogs that live here weren't home at this moment. If no other dog had barked, then which did? To the family, the answer is clear. It was Maxie who had barked. They believe that little Maxie had paid them a visit by barking in his usual manner. Apparently, this is how he barked when he wanted someone to come get him. Understandably, Maxie's owner begins to tear up after weeks of not hearing from him since he passed away.
You got me to tear up.
Their other dog seems to hear the barks too, but like his owner, he can't seem to find where they're coming from. As with most videos, this one remains unsolved.
Thank you for ruining my press powder. I just tried to blur affect my dark circles, and now you're just taking right away when you get my eyes to water. Thank you so much for it with the try to get me to cry. Yeah. Oh my god. You're gonna get me every time if you have kitties and doggies and cute little. You gonna get into my feels. How did you think about the whole video? What was your favorite part? Did you have any kind of like I could debunk most of this? The only one I can say is the one with the hand. What do you think about that hand? Would you have that as a toy for your child? By the way, side note, isn't the cutest thing that little girl? She couldn't sleep, but she was knocked out, wasn't she? When she was safe with her mama. Did you notice that when she was safe with her mama, she was knocked out like a light? But I thought that was really adorable. Like, I thought that was cute. She was safe with mama. But first of all, What kind of jank ass toy makes a horrible sound like that, by the way? That's a shitty, horrible sound. Whoever made that toy needs to, like, file chapter 11 in disgrace. I swear to God. And then, who in the hell had... You have all these cute toys, right? I'm going to be ranting about this. You have all these cute little toys besides that ugly sounding one. But kids' toys is very... And then you have this miscellaneous dismembered arm from a zombie, whatever. Like... It like I said, it's one of these things that is not like the other. You know what I'm saying? It's... Let me know in the comments. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Love, peace, and grease. Bye.